touchdown on the first sound. Last season, hype crowd screaming, what now? Too long go, but never gon' punt now. Enemy blitzing, but we ain't gon' shut down. Play action, quarterback, I'm Mr. Cannon. Joe and Yo together, iron is sharper than Shannon. Talking faith heavy, while the world plays short. Two dogs got a man at 25 like EA Sports in the game. So we celebrating with high fives. And I ain't talking Dion, but two dogs is prime time. Dropping news like reporters coming from the sidelines. Yeah, we going live, you gotta know it's grind time. It's the first and 10 commandments that we breathe daily. Covered in the blood, I call it free safety. So tune in, getting left out. Two Dogs Radio, Joni, yo the best.
What up, what up, what up? It's the 2 Dawgs Sports Talk Show coming at you this Tuesday afternoon in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where it's just warm and nice and 70-something degrees. And a happy New Year, because it's the first time we back since the New Year change. What's going on, yo?
Bro, I'm mad. So let's get down to the business. I'm mad.
How was your holiday, man?
Oh, my holiday was wonderful. But bro, we need to get to the nitty gritty, bro. I got a whole bunch of stuff on my chest, bro. It's been some great ball games, but I got a lot of issues.
Hey man, don't be that way, dog. Don't be that way, man.
Bruh, the Thunder on the losing streak. I went 1-3 in the college playoffs. The last week of the NFL, it was topsy-turvy. I don't even know what the Cowboys was doing. So it was crazy. Then, teams that wasn't supposed to be winning is winning. Teams that ain't supposed to be getting beat is getting beat.
Hey man, that's this time of season, baby.
Yeah.
You had Black Monday yesterday.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we got that. We're gonna talk about Black Monday. We're gonna talk about Harbaugh being fired today. We're gonna talk some college football playoffs.
John?
Oh yeah.
From the Ravens?
Yeah. We're gonna talk about some college football playoffs and some NFL playoffs.
Okay.
Tonight up north at the McLean Scott's Field House, they playing Tulsa Central Braves. So if y'all ain't doing anything, go on up to McLean High School and watch some basketball between Tulsa Central Braves and the McLean Titans. Gone up there between Tulsa Central Braves and McLean Titans. And then you got Booker T playing Nathan Hale. So go watch some good basketball. You got Union playing Owasso tonight. That's gonna be a pretty good one right there. Union play Owasso tonight. Owasso is ranked in the top 5 in the state, and so it's gonna be pretty interesting basketball going on. And so hey, you don't want to miss it, and so go check it out. There's 2 big alumni days that's going on January 17th. You got the Tulsa Central Braves Alumni Day. They're gonna have a special recognition at halftime of the varsity girls game. They're gonna recognize the 1992, 98, and 2006 boys state championship teams on that day. They also gonna have special recognition before the varsity boys game. They're gonna recognize Coach Terry Scott, Tammy Bagby, Shannon Gage, Ganita Lucky, Pamela White, Orlando Edwards, Willie Ponder, Russell Pons, Tyrone Penny, Henry Johnson, Clark Jones, Donnie McMullen, and Ronnie McMullen, all at the Tulsa Central Braves Alumni Day on January 17th. Varsity girls will start at 1. Varsity boys start at 2:30. And then we got another alumni game right across the street that same day at the Hive. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Where is it at? Here it is. On January 17th at the Hive, you got the number one Booker T. Washington Hornets versus the number one OC Millwood, and it's gonna be their alumni day also. They're gonna recognize the 2026-25 Ring of Honor ceremony. They're gonna honor Creason Hay, Tyler Lockett, Aaron Lockett, Amy Brown Scoggins, Art Williams Jr., Merlin Reynolds, and Christiana Shorter. They also going to honor the 1981 state basketball champions ring presentation. And then they're going to be honoring Coach Nate Harris for his four-peat basketball championship and Coach Ernie Jones, the wrestling coach that won four-peat championship. They're going to be also honoring Coach Shay Seals, Conley Phipps, and Coach Eli Brown III. That's going to be at Booker T. The girls' games start at 4 p.m. Hey,
oh, we probably can make both.
Yeah, we might be able to make both. We might be able to make both, dog. Might be able to make both. So support both events. Central Alumni Day, the Booker T. Washington Alumni Day. It's going to be awesome at the Nathaniel Harris Field House. You don't want to miss either one of those events. Hey, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to talk about Black Monday and then also the firing of John Harbaugh. You don't want to miss it here on $2 Sports Talk Show. All right, y'all, on $2 Sports Talk Show with Drone and Yo, and we on here with one of the top coaches.
I'm out of my element. Ain't talking the gospel, you're talking irrelevant. Addressing the elephant in the room, and our Savior's knocking, just let him in. And I never met a sin that he can't deliver. You sick, he's the medicine. Dr. Abba, your honor, your judgment is righteous, and Christ is my lawyer, I'm innocent. Hard heart made me hard-headed. Here's some things that I regretted. God talking, but I wouldn't get it. People talking like I know where he's headed. Death had me, but you wouldn't let it. Jeremiah 29:11 said it. That is fire in my bones, check microphones, rent I'm paid, no longer indebted. Elohim Adonai, Elion, El Shaddai, versatile gone. Godly sorrow, repentance, salvation, hey, rights my wrongs. Songs of praise like David. Battery victory, wave it. Y'all's headed to hell in a handbasket. My life, Jesus saved it.
Hey, I've been walking through the desert, need a break. Life is hard and I got so much on my plate. Hey. So when I wake up, this is how I start my day.
See the grace of Yahweh. See the grace of Yahweh.
Hey, give me strength, don't know how much more I could take. Trials and tribulations, yeah, I can relate. I counted joy cause I know that's gonna build my faith.
See the grace of Yahweh. See the grace of Yahweh.
I look at sin and it's sickening. I sin again and I'm sick of it. Put up a fight, I ain't giving in. Temptation is everywhere, isn't it? It is. Carnal desires seem innocent. Spiritual warfare is imminent. The line that is drawn is not intricate. You cannot play both sides. Pick one and stick with it. That's right. Say the word is irrelevant. I say the scriptures is prevalent. I say creation is evidence, so there will be no excuse for your negligence. Thank you, God, for your omnipotence. Your grace and mercy is limitless. You sent your son just to die for the guilty. I cry when I think of your innocence. Look at us wicked and wretched, treating this life like a party. We worry about sparklers on models and sections. Focus on dollars, you gotta discern the deception and for your protection. Right now I pray for direction when you come to your intersection. Just stay on your path, do not turn back. The road that helps pave with the best of intentions with no intermission.
Hey, I've been walking through the desert, need a break. Life is hard and I got so much on my plate. Hey. So when I wake up, this is how I start my day.
See the grace of Yahweh. See the grace of Yahweh.
Hey, give me strength, don't know how much more I could take. Trials and tribulations, yeah, I can relate. I counted joy cause I know that's gonna build my faith.
See the grace of Yahweh. See the grace of Yahweh.
Welcome back to the $2 Sports Talk Show on KBOB 89.9 FM. That was Trinity Trey. All right, y'all. We've had some things going on this week in NFL, and so let's first of all, I want to talk about John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh got fired. And my thing is, people want to say he's a good coach. He's a good coach. I'm not saying John Harbaugh is not a good coach, because I think he is a good coach. But what got John Harbaugh fired was 3 years ago when they had the number one rushing attack, and they get into the playoffs, and they rushed the ball between 13 times, 16 times in the game. Number one rushing attack. They stopped running the ball.
And what happened that game?
They lost.
Okay.
And then again, last year, they have a top 5 rushing attack. King Henry on the sideline. And once again, they do the same thing and stop rushing the ball. Henry don't get the ball. And what they end up doing, yo?
Losing.
And then once again this year, playing Pittsburgh. No, let's go before Pittsburgh. The week before Henry went off, they put Henry on the bench at the end of the game, and people wondering why Henry wasn't in the game, and they had the backup plan, and Henry standing over there with a coat on. What they end up doing?
Losing.
And then here it is, come playoff last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Henry had 20 carries for 126 yards. He had 15 carries in the first half and 5 in the second. Tell me what is wrong with that picture. Yeah, I understand that they pass the ball, but you control and you wear down those defensive players by running the ball with Henry. And what they end up doing?
Losing.
Yeah, did the kicker hook it right? Yes, he did. He ain't missed hardly nothing all season long, and all of a sudden he kicked it and hooked it right. The same end zone where the priest was going around with the holy oil. But that's neither here nor there. Yes. Do Harbaugh control Andrews dropping the pass? No. Do Harbaugh control Flowers fumbling the ball? No. Do Harbaugh control Jackson throwing 2-3 interceptions first half of that game 3 years ago? No. He don't control none of that. But he do control whether they're going to run the ball or whether they're going to pass it. Yeah, I know you had the offensive coordinator, but as the head coach, you can buzz the offensive coordinator and say, hey, we supposed to run Henry. Because you want to know what he did this year? He said, I made a mistake. Henry should have been in. And what they do it next week? Henry went off.
For 216.
And they ran him like crazy. Why you didn't do that last week? Munkin always getting pass happy. And who's supposed to control all that? The head coach.
Hey, he getting it's a couple of teams want to talk to him about their head coaching job.
Who, Harbaugh?
No, Munkin.
No. Harbaugh will have first choice. So I'm gonna ask you, do you think Harbaugh should have been fired?
Yes. And this is why. You done had, for the last, I'm gonna say 4 years, you done had a top rushing offense in the league. you've been winning 10 to 13 games per season until this one. But when it's time for crunch time, instead of using what you've been using all season, you try to flip the script and become a pass happy offense. No, that's not how the Ravens play. The Ravens play by running the football, setting you up where Lamar can get to the outside, and then he can throw, and then he has a pass or run option. But when you try to make Lamar Jackson throw from the pocket all game long, you taking away his strengths.
But the kicker thing, though, man, when Lamar was hurt, you don't use your number one weapon. You put a, what kind of sense does that make? Your number one weapon, because Lamar is on the bench hurt, and you got Huntley, and you trying to keep throwing the ball with Huntley instead of using your number one weapon.
Makes no sense, bro.
You know your defense ain't all that. You know your defense to give up a candy in the candy store.
Makes no sense, bro. So I can see under his tenure that they're not gonna get to the promised land. So it was time to make a change.
I don't even know. To be truthful, I wondered how far they would even go with Jackson. I think they need. I don't care what nobody say. They need a bona fide number one receiver, not Zay Flowers. They need a bona fide number one receiver. Your number one receiver can't be 5'2". They need a bona fide number one receiver. Put Zay Flowers at the slot, or make him the number 2, so he's not going against the best corner. Eat him alive, and you run the ball. Lamar should throw the ball about 18 times a game, like he did against Pittsburgh. He threw the ball 18 times, but you still got to run Henry, and they didn't do that. It's like in the first half y'all run them, but then in the second half you forget about them.
And when Henry gets better as the game goes on, so I don't understand why, if you got him in a rhythm, why take the ball out of his hand?
Yeah, it don't make sense. But leading to the openings, these are the openings in the NFL right now: Baltimore, Arizona, the Giants, Raiders, and Tennessee,
and the Falcons.
Yeah, I said Falcons. Didn't I?
No.
Okay, yeah, and Falcons. So, at all these jobs that's openings, which one is the best job? What say y'all?
Ravens. You have pieces in place already. New York got a number one receiver, and they got it, but is really Jackson Dart the answer? And they need another receiver and another tight end. The Falcons, is Penix really the guy?
No.
You know you got Bijan behind him. You got Pitts. You got weapons. But is Penix really that guy? You know Kirk Cousins is this there?
Hold on.
What?
You said Pitts?
Yeah, tight end.
I know who he is, because I have him on my fantasy team, and the Jokers ain't gave me no points. So I know who Kyle Pitts is. That's why I didn't pick him up this year. I have him on my fantasy team 2-3 years in a row. Thinking defense do something. The Joker didn't do nothing. So I know he is, but you call him as a weapon. I think he can be,
if he's utilized correctly. Let's see, who else did we say? The Raiders. Oh, that's a dumpster fire, bro. I don't know what you're gonna do. They need quarterback. They need linemen. They need defense. They need everything. Cardinals. Cardinals got some weapons, but can they really, in that division that they're in?
Cardinals need a quarterback.
So you think Kyler Murray ain't that guy?
The thing is, their star receiver is not a Kyler Murray guy.
Oh, Marvin Harrison Jr.?
He's not a Kyler Murray guy. I think Kyler done ran out his welcome at Arizona. They're gonna trade him or release him. So why do you think they put him on the bench? Kyler wasn't hurt. Why do you think they put him on the bench? Because they didn't want him to get injured where he ended up where they end up having to pay him because of the injury clause. So they put him on the bench. Why do you think Miami Dolphins put Tua on the bench? Because they didn't want to pay their injury clause.
Well, to me, Arizona's in a much worse situation. You have all three other teams in their divisions in the playoffs. I don't know what they're going to need to do to be able to compete in that division with the Seahawks, 49ers, and Rams. But, bro, they're going to have to, start from scratch.
But the thing is, John Harbaugh now is going to have the pick of where he want to go. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I will hire Harbaugh in a minute because I think he is a good coach. I do think he's a good coach. I just think he do some crazy stuff that don't make sense. But he's going to have the pick of the litter. So all depends on what happened with Baltimore and McDermott. And then you have the pick of the litter of if I'm Harbaugh, I think I might go to the Giants.
Yeah.
I think you got a number one receiver in Neighbors.
Yep.
You got a running back in Scatterboo.
Yeah.
You got a quarterback, and you got a young defense with a pass rusher that thought he's supposed to have Ward Lawrence Taylor number. And dude, we didn't even know you're not even the rookie of the defensive rookie of the year. How you talking about you want to wear Lawrence Taylor number, and you're not even defensive rookie of the year? How many sacks he have? 4?
Yeah.
2?
Something like that.
And you want to wear Lawrence Taylor number? Dude.
I thought that was far-fetched. I thought that was really far-fetched, bro.
You should have had 10 sacks.
At least.
Myles Garrett is the only one that Cleveland had.
And he getting triple team.
And he had 23, even though that last sack was the same type of sack that Strahan got from Favre. That's what that remind me of. When have you seen what's his name? I forgot his name. I was about to say what's his name?
You talking about the quarterback from Cincinnati?
Yeah. I can't think of his name. What's his name? I can see his face.
Burrow.
Yeah. When have you seen Burrow go down there these?
Never.
In the middle of the game, Burrow like he was running away from a bull. He looking back, everything else, trying to get away from that bull. And he went down that easy. Same way Favre went down with Strahan.
Yeah, and Favre just went down. He didn't even try to fight. Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm glad he got 23. But that last one
shouldn't count.
You owe Burrow some money. you owe Burrow some money. Cause he gave you that one. He wasn't even nowhere near him. He was just in fingertip with him. And so because he touched with his fingertips,
he gets a
sack.
Yeah.
So, you also got the Cleveland Browns.
Which I think but you still need to go draft some players. To me, with the Cleveland Browns, I'm so glad they got rid of
Stefanski.
Because I don't think he was really a Shador guy. And I don't think he really did Shador justice.
Well, I think Shador was a Barry pick.
Yeah, the general manager.
Yeah.
But to me, Shador didn't get I don't think he got a good shake in reps in practice to get him ready to play. Because did you know that Stefanski's wife is related to somebody that Dion played with? And that's what the issue is.
Well. The thing is, I still think Shador still. I think he should come in as a starter next year. But you got to have that coach that would take some of that stuff out of him that he don't need, that hurts the team.
So he needs a quarterback whisperer. So he needs like a Ben Johnson that helped Caleb turn the guy that's at Minnesota. I forgot his name. They need to get a quarterback friendly coach that knows how to deal with a quarterback with the potential that Shador has,
and that can take him and knock off all the dust and the rust and the missteps, because he knows what he's doing. He knows when he makes mistakes, but it's gonna take someone to get that out of him.
Yes.
And so I they're the Cleveland Browns. I will get rid of Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy be gone.
So what you gonna do? You need another one receiver, bro.
I get one in the draft.
Okay.
I find me one, but Jeudy be gone. They got the defense because they kept Schwartz, so they got the defense. They just need to work on it. They got a running back if Jenkins come back healthy, so they got the run game.
Can they put it all together?
And that's it. Cleveland is right there. And I think if they get the right coach, in there, Cleveland can be dangerous.
So what do you think needs to go on for the Ravens? You got a MVP talented quarterback. You got a running back that's in the top 10 in rushing all times. You have a very big offensive line.
But the thing is, you got to find someone for him. He's long in the tooth. So you got to find someone that really can back him up. Bateman, I think you'll get rid of Bateman, which is the other receiver. I don't think he'll be back in a Cleveland uniform. Hopkins is done. Let Hopkins go. He's done. You got to get another receiver besides Zay Flowers. And what's hurting them also is on defense. Secondary ain't no good.
And they don't get no pass rush.
They need front defensive linemen. They need secondary. Like I said, Baltimore is ready to go. They good. Baltimore is ready to go. I think the Falcons are ready to go.
Yeah.
And I think the Cleveland Browns are ready to go.
Okay.
They just need the right coach up in there to take them over that hump and get them where they need to be. Tennessee still a work in progress. Raiders, Lord knows. Giants, I think Giants, they need, you don't know how good Scatterboo is going to come back off the injury. Defense is good, but I think they need someone opposite of Carter.
Yeah.
And
bro, did you know that the dude at Texas Tech is making more than Jackson Dart is making in the NFL?
That's why you got a lot of players staying in college now. Like I said,
I'm like
the quarterback at OSU is making 3.5. The average salary of a rookie coming in is maybe $4 to $6 million a year.
That's crazy.
So it pays you more money to stay in college than to come out. And you getting more starts and you getting more work than coming out and trying to get work here. The college football has turned into the G League of the NFL. That's all it is. It's the baseball has the minors, basketball has the G League, college football, NFL has college football now, the G League. So you don't have players coming out early. You have a lot of them going back to college because they're making more money in college than they are on a rookie contract.
So what about the UFL. What is that? That's not the G League?
No. You got players in college making more money than dudes in XFL or USFL, whatever it's called that The Rock on. So why would you come to play that when I could stay in college and make $4-5 million a year?
And have free room and board.
Yep.
Free gear. Free food. Quality food. And you get to hang out and holler at chicks.
Yeah.
That sounds like a win combination to me, bro. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'd sign up for that in a minute.
Like I said, think about it. OSU signed the quarterback for North Texas for $3.5 million.
Yes.
So imagine what these other quarterbacks are getting signed for. The dude from Texas Tech that came from Cincinnati is getting $5 million.
Yes.
Carson Beck got $3 million.
Where's he going?
He's in Miami. He's still the quarterback from Miami.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was going somewhere.
No, I think this is last year. So quarterbacks are staying. They're not coming out because it is, unless you're the number one pick or it pays you to stay.
Yeah, I heard Mateer saying.
We ain't going there, dog.
I'm just saying they said he's staying.
Mateer need to go.
I think Mateer should actually enter the draft.
Yeah, he need to go.
Because to me, I think because I want to see Arbuckle with another quarterback.
We're gonna have the same thing next year that you had this year.
I know. That's why I want to see Arbuckle with another quarterback.
So,
because I'm tired of this not wanting to run the football with your running backs, not wanting to make Mateer the guy. That's not gonna beat the upper echelon of SEC teams.
And speaking of SEC teams, when we come back, we're gonna talk college football playoff here on the $2 Sports Talk Show. Hi, my name is Jeremiah Watts, the Community Development Director for Supporters of Families with Sickle Cell Disease.
And my name is Lindsay Corbett, Community Health Worker Director of Supporters of Families with Sickle Cell Disease in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Like you, we are weary of this pandemic. Unfortunately, people of color are disproportionately affected by this virus. The COVID-19 vaccine has been shown effective, not in keeping us from getting the virus, but from hospitalizations and death.
So let me ask you, will you roll up your sleeve and get the vaccine? It's the best shot we've got at fighting this virus. Do it for your life, your family, and your community. To find out more information about the COVID-19 and how it's impacting Oklahomans like you and me, and to find out vaccination sites, go to vaxok.org. That is vax, VAX, OK.org.
Get a slam dunk like man up. Enemy salty ran up. It's a foul move and one. We say eat man. Jesus out all my life. I'ma shine bright as a light. I don't need diamonds to shine. I just keep God on my mind, dog. Give him my altar like sign off. Watch me clean like pine saw. Hey. I call God, yeah. Jesus, he the reason I be rapping, singing in the hood and trenches. I don't need to mention this. Some time in prison, I got rescued, now arrested, now I'm living. I be Holy Spirit sipping Bible totes, and I was chosen for this moment. Devil choking home, and you don't believe me. Take a look. A few years ago, road, I was in the basement just debating clothes. Prayer work, I'ma let you know. Now I'm saving souls all around the globe. Preaching Jesus' name, it's the only hope. Yeah, yeah. He's the only hope, he's the only hope. He's the only one that can save my soul.
So why?
Devil getting mad cause his back is mad. I be stopping on the devil
Like back to back.
Yeah, back to back.
Welcome back to the $2 Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. That's Trinity Trey with back to back. All right, y'all. College football playoffs. I tell you, this is one of the best times of the year. You got the college football playoffs, and then you have the start of the NFL playoffs. All at one time, going from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And it's going to be lovely. And starting off, you got this week. You have Oregon and Indiana. I do believe somebody on this show told two individuals that swearing up and down and was rolling tide all day long like they was doing laundry. Well, they forgot to take the laundry out the laundry out the washer and put it in the dryer and it mildewed because they didn't roll no more tide. Roll Tide went to Cancun. And I told y'all Indiana was going to beat Alabama. And y'all looking at the name of Alabama. I told you it's not the same Alabama. And Indiana put that smack it down on them Roll Tide boys and looked pretty good doing it.
No, bro. That wasn't, no. They put belt to butt. Let's go to be honest, bro. They put belt to, they took their belt off and said, y'all the little brother.
Yeah.
And so y'all come over, you ain't messed up now. And they whooped that behind. I'm so frustrated, bro. Bama didn't show up. Texas Tech didn't show up. I don't care what no. They didn't show up at all.
I told y'all they wasn't no good. I told y'all gonna learn to listen to me. I told y'all that Texas Tech was gonna lose. And y'all no, they ain't. They done paid all this money. They got that. I told y'all they was gonna lose.
One of the highest rosters in college football. They couldn't score 9 points.
They play in the Big 12.
They don't make it, bro. They didn't put up no points.
Hey, man,
none. Zero.
I told you they was gonna lose. And if you listen to me, you'll understand. You would know that I'm misread.
No, you went all that good. You went 3-1. But who did you say? Didn't you say Ohio State was gonna beat Miami?
And so this week we'll get there.
Uh-huh.
And so this week you have Indiana and Oregon. Indiana already beat them once down and at Oregon. They already beat them once down there. Indiana is a lot better than what people thought they were. Mendoza is a nice quarterback. Their defense is solid. Run game, pass game. Indiana, I got Indiana over Oregon. It's a neutral field, so it's not nobody getting an advantage of the crowd. I think Indiana's gonna beat Oregon. What say y'all?
I'm gonna say what the saying been going this whole season is it's hard to beat a team twice. So I think them Ducks is gonna send the Hoosiers back to losing. Cause I don't believe that they're gonna be able to go into Georgia and beat the Ducks 2 times. So I'm going with the Ducks. To me, I think the Oregon's offense is a lot better. And I think the defense is going to do just enough to give Mendoza some different looks. And I think the speed of Oregon is going to prevail.
I think I heard what you're saying, but I just think Mendoza plays within itself.
Yeah.
And I think the quarterback from Oregon, which is slated, they say might go before Mendoza in the draft if he come out.
Yeah.
he's going to try to push. And because he's going to try to push to prove a point, it's going to cost those Oregon Ducks. Oregon don't have they got the speed on offense. They don't have the defense. Oregon's defense ain't all that.
Well,
and what it is, Indiana meticulously picks you apart, and they drive down the field and they pick you apart. Mendoza takes what's given. He don't throw a lot of interceptions. He's tall, so he can see over the lineman. I just think that Indiana is better than Oregon. Don't get me wrong. I think Oregon's good, but I don't think Oregon is better than Indiana.
I see that, and then I also heard that Mendoza uses the goggles, so he sees all the reps. He does a lot of reps at home, so he sees all the coverages, and he knows what to do when he sees the coverage. And he has a psychologist.
Yeah.
So, but I see how that can go, because they do play very good complementary football. They don't do nothing really. They don't turn the ball over. The defense makes you drive down the field. They don't give you nothing deep. But I just think I'm still going with the Ducks. I think the Ducks is going to pull this one out, because this year it seems like it's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah. Next game, you got Miami against Ole Miss, and I will admit, I picked Ohio State over Miami.
And what happened?
And I forgot they got Michael Irvin over there with his 12-pack, and the Braves thinking he 20 again, taking off his belt, swatting folks. They got Ray Lewis over there. If they thought the Miami Hurricane former players was on the sideline last week,
they're gonna
be 930 deep in former players. And so Miami came out on Ohio State and they just jumped on. Miami played bully ball against Ohio State. I did not think Ohio State would get pushed around like that. I thought there was a possibility Ohio State could lose, but I thought Ohio State was strong enough and big enough not to get pushed around. And Miami just literally pushed them around the whole entire game. That the defense, the offense, they just got pushed around. And Miami played. Now, can Beck put two games together like that, two pressure games? I hope so, because I got Miami beating Ole Miss. But Ole Miss, they should have lost last week
to Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia got them off the hook.
Yes,
Georgia got them off the hook, and once they got going,
it's hard to stop.
They was going.
Yeah,
and Ole Miss is coming out to prove a point, and they playing with fire. Charlie Weiss Jr. LSU is going to allow him to coach, so he still got the offense coordinator. They got the running back coach from LSU. They're going to allow him. The other assistant coaches for LSU that was coaching in the last week's game had to make Kiffin and made them go back. So 6 of them, total 8 with Charlie Weiss Jr. and the running back coach. And so Ole Miss is good, but they're not great. And I think the speed of Miami, and they reminded me last week of Miami of old, during Miami's heyday. That's the way they played to me. I think Miami's going to beat Ole Miss. What say y'all?
To me, this is a toss-up game. I want to know if truly Miami can come in and play bully ball with a quarterback talented as Trinidad. He's to me, he impressed me against Georgia, because he did some stuff that you're not supposed to be able to do on a football field, and you're doing it against Georgia. Now, you can do this against Coastal Carolina, East Carolina, Illinois, Purdue. You can reverse field and come back all the way around to the left and throw the ball and put it on the dime. You did that against Georgia, bro. You did that against Georgia. So I give them a puncher's chance, but I just think the physicality of Miami should be their key to victory. Because when they hit you, they hit you. They keep hitting you, and I don't think they're gonna really rush more than 4 to get after Trinidad. I don't know if the offensive line is gonna be able to compete with them boys down there, them Hurricanes down there in Miami, because they come in and they laying wood.
What Miami don't want is the
get to a shootout.
No, they don't want Trinidad to get an answer, because he applied to come back for an extra year.
Yes.
And they're waiting on the NCAA to say yes or no.
Yes.
He's agreed to stay at Ole Miss along with Lacey, which is the running back. If the answer come back that he cannot come back, I think it's going to put Trinidad on deeper mission, because now I got to prove that I belong in the NFL. I got to prove that I belong, period. And I think it's going to be a different Trinidad. I think it's going to be the Trinidad from the second half of that Georgia game, because first half he ain't gonna do nothing.
But second half,
it's like he went off.
Did he impress you?
Yeah, but I think Georgia
left him in the ball game.
Left him in the game and allowed them to play and be in the game, miss some steps. But I do think this is a good game. I think it's gonna be a better game than what people think. But I think Miami is just gonna be too strong for them.
You think they're gonna play? I think that physicality is gonna show his head. That third and fourth quarter.
Physicality and speed.
Okay.
It's gonna be a different ball game, and so it's gonna be interesting to see. But hey, I'm gonna be right there.
Yeah.
Everything go right, I'll be right there watching it, dog. I'll be right there seeing what's going on.
And it's Thursday
and
Friday. It's the only game on as far as football, because the playoffs for the NFL start Saturday.
And we finna talk about the playoffs. All right, y'all. Here we go. Here we go with the playoffs. Let me get it at. Let me get it at. Here we go. All right.
To me, this. Let me get this. To me, this is pretty much as wide open as the NFL has been in a very long time.
Yeah,
there is not no clear cut favorite. There's no Patrick Mahomes. There is no
Burrow.
No Burrow.
Lamar Jackson.
No Lamar Jackson.
It's wide open. This is anybody's game.
We got Bo Nix. We got Drake. We got Trevor. We got CJ. We got you got old Stafford back there in the cut. You got Brock Purdy. So it's I like that we get to see a different breed of quarterback in the NFL, and I hope the games are as good as they're supposed to be on paper.
Rams Panthers. I got Rams. I don't think the Panthers. The Panthers beat them early during the season, but they got
to play them in Charlotte.
Man, please, it don't matter whether they play in Charlotte or not.
Okay.
They got beat by Tampa Bay last week.
Yes.
And the Rams is supposed to come on a mission. They get Devontae Adams back. Puka's supposed to score. Puka supposed to be a madman. And that defense supposed to eat up little bitty. They supposed to eat them up.
I got the Rams because it's they below I-70, so it's gonna be pretty warm down there in Charlotte. So the Rams don't have to play in no snow. It's not gonna be raining. I think Matt Stafford gonna have a tremendous game, and I just think they're gonna be a little. I think the defense is gonna show up and show out against Charlotte.
Yeah, I think like I said, I think This supposed to be. I don't think it's going to be close. I think the
It
Rams.
might be close, but I'm still thinking that the
The
Rams.
Rams will be. It's going to beat the Panthers about 10 points or more.
That's what I think. It's going to be by 10.
I don't call 10 points close. When I say close, I'm thinking 3, maybe a touchdown.
Okay.
You know, a field goal, but 10 points or more, no, they ain't close. And even that, I think they're going to look so dominant.
Yes, on this.
And you're going to see the difference.
Yes.
Packers Bears. Packers and Bears has been a slobber knocker all season long. The Bears has been dominated by the Packers every game. Both games this year, the Bears has dominated the Packers. The Packers has dominated the Bears both games this year. That last game, there was some fluky stuff that you don't see too often that happened. In the last game where the Bears won, I don't think it's not the Bears' time. And I think the Packers is going to, Josh Jacobs is going to have a good game. I think Jordan Love is going to step up to the plate. I think the Packers is going to have an excellent game against the Bears. And I just don't think the Bears is ready yet. Their defense is suspect.
So you're saying that the Bears is above schedule. They're peaking. They're not all the way. It's like almost good coffee. It's just not. They need a little bit more to get their mixture just correct.
Yeah, they're
bitter. Above schedule.
It's still bitter.
Yeah, it's still a little bit bitter.
Yeah.
They ain't got enough sweetener in there.
So I think it's gonna be in it. I think the Bears is gonna give them a good game. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout because it is down there in Soldier Field.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good game. But the Packers have, like I said, the Packers has dominated them every game this year, both games. The Packers has dominated. And the Bears couldn't do nothing about it.
I'm going the opposite way. I think the Bears are going to win this game. I think the absence of Michael Parsons is going to really hurt the Packers defense against Caleb. And if Chicago can run the football, with Swift and the other little cat, they're going to give Green Bay some problems. And they at home. So I just think that might be a little bit too much. I think Caleb going to make some plays at the end because that's when he shines the brightest. And to me, Jordan has not done that for me this year. And I had him as my fantasy quarterback. And every time I started him, he would not show up. And then when I didn't start him, he'd show up. So I don't think Jordan is going to be that guy. I'm going with Caleb.
All right, 49ers, Eagles. Now, this one here is very intriguing.
Yes.
49ers are banged up on defense, but Saleh has had them boys playing lights out. Last week against the Seattle Seahawks, the Seahawks just too much for them. I think Trent has to be playing this week. If Trent Williams is not playing, it's doomsday for real for 49ers. It's doomsday for real for 49ers. They ain't for nobody protect Purdy. Trent Williams has to play this week. I think McCaffrey has to have a monster game. He has to. The 49ers has to play a flawless game this week. I think the Philadelphia Eagles is going to come in with a different mindset. I think they're going to come in with a mindset that to not like they was at the end of the season. You still iffy because of everything that's been going on with the Eagles this year. But the 49ers last week didn't really show me too much of anything against Seattle. And you dealing with just as good as a defense in the Eagles that the Seahawks has. And I think you're dealing with a better offense when they're clicking. I think the 49ers is going to try to stop. They're gonna make the Eagles and their quarterback,
Jalen.
They're gonna make Mr. Hurts become a passer. They're gonna shut down Barkley. They're gonna key on Barkley and make Hurts become a passer. And it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting just to see what's going to happen in this game. This game is very intriguing. What say y'all?
It's very intriguing, but I think the defense, since they're not gonna have Bosa, I heard Warner might play. Their secondary is banged up. I just think that if the Eagles expose them and find a weakness and is able to expose them, because I don't really think their offense is going to be able to move the ball against the Eagles defense. I just really don't. I don't see the Eagles got safeties and a linebacker that can keep up with McCaffrey. I think they're going to be able to get pressure up the middle with them two big behemoths in the middle, Davis and Carter. And I think they're going to cause havoc. And I think the Eagles defense is going to be a little bit too much for Brock Purdy. And it is true, if Trent Williams don't play, I feel for Brock Purdy, bro. I feel he needs to say, "Hey, man, I need Epsom salt. I need the ice bath ready when I get back here because I'm finna get hit."
Yeah, if Trent don't play, it's gonna be a long day for Purdy, dog. It's gonna be a long day.
Because Deshaun and Blankenship, them boys come to hit. Them boys lay wood.
It's gonna be a long day. All right, next game you got Bills and Jaguars.
Let me go first. I'm picking the upset. I'm picking the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat old Josh Allen and send him back to the crib one more again. And he's supposed to be the man. This is supposed to be his year because he ain't got to face nobody and he going home early.
But it can't be your year when you still ain't got a receiver. Your line is all banged up. They depending on you. Your defense is horrible. And so Jacksonville, their main staple is stopping the run. So I mean, Cook might not even get 50 yards.
And I think NT ain't gonna go off.
They've been playing on all cylinders. They've been looking good. Jacksonville has been looking good. Tarzan Sunshine has been playing his behind off.
So is they going to Jacksonville?
Yes, they play in Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's right, because the AFC East is owned by the Patriots.
They play in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
and so Jacksonville don't have to deal with no weather.
Nope.
So it's not going to be cold. It's going to be warm. If anything, it's going to be raining. If anything, only thing is supposed to rain. So it's where everything is on the head of Allen.
Yes.
Everything is not on the head
of Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
No. He got weapons.
Yeah. And so it's supposed to be, I think, and I haven't been saying what my picks is, but my pick on this one is the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then the next day McDermott will be fired.
Whoa. You think they're gonna fire him for real? Bro, but he ain't picking the players, bro. That's a GM.
But that defense, that's his staple, and that defense has been getting toasted for the past 2-3 years. It ain't been because of Allen.
No.
It's been because of the defense.
True.
So Allen been doing his job. The defense ain't been doing that. And McDermott is a defensive coach.
So you think they gonna go in and give him the boot?
If he goes,
he'll batter.
Opening a new stadium.
Yeah. With the sunroof and all of.
If he lose,
he ain't gonna be there.
He going to Cancun. He going to Cancun if he lose. And I hope I'm wrong. Well, I just do believe if he lose, he's going to Cancun. And I think Jacksonville can be. It's that one team that you say, are they fool's gold?
True.
And that's the one you want to pick Jacksonville, but then you do got Allen over there, and Allen will mess around and get hot.
Yes.
He's not Bo Nix. See, people want to holler, well, Jacksonville, you seen what they did to the Denver Broncos? They torched the Denver Broncos. They had Bo Nix. They ain't really got offense. This ain't Bo Nix over there with the Buffalo Bills. This ain't Bo Nix.
No, we're talking about a much bigger, much stronger, much faster,
experienced quarterback.
Yes, who was an MVP.
So, and then Stephon Diggs has something he want to prove. So, no, Diggs ain't in this. My fault. He with Buffalo no more.
Now
My fault.
With the Patriots.
Yeah, he with the Patriots. My fault. But so you won't, like I said, you want to pick Jacksonville,
but they're a scary pick.
But they scary. You never know what they might revert back to because they ain't really played nobody.
Yeah,
they haven't really played nobody. They've won everybody out. They ain't really played nobody. And you got Buffalo. You got Allen over there. Allen, it's hard to count that joker out, dog.
Yeah,
it's hard to count him out, but it's gonna be interesting. Chargers, Patriots. I got the Patriots don't have a pass rush.
The Chargers playing the Patriots. I thought the Patriots had a bye.
Nah, Chargers, Patriots.
Oh, that's right. The Broncos
got the bye. It's Chargers, Patriots. Patriots don't have a rush. They can't rush the ball. They have a 2-year, second-year quarterback in Mayo, which you really don't trust. They really ain't played nobody. The Patriots ain't really played nobody. They haven't played a defense like the Chargers have. Word had the best defense they claimed that the Patriots and paid was the Ravens. Chargers defense a whole lot better than Ravens. And I think the Chargers offense, I think Herbert has something to prove. And Herbert's a better quarterback than Bo Nix. Herbert's a better quarterback than any quarterback that the Patriots done played. They have a run game. They got the receivers. They got quickness at defense. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if the Patriots gonna pull this one out. They might. What say y'all?
I am going with the LA Chargers. Just because of this. Because they playing in New England?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Chargers got to go across country. It's probably gonna be cold as I don't know what off in Foxborough. But I think the Chargers are battle tested, and I think they have something to prove. I think Herbert has something to prove because he wants to be one of the upper echelon quarterbacks. I think this is one of the opportunities he's going to have to make a statement with all the lights on him. So I think he's going to show up and show out. And I think that's going to be just enough to beat the upcoming Patriots, because I think the Patriots are a year just like the Bears. They early.
Yeah. They premature.
Yeah.
All right, next last game of the week. Texans, Steelers. Everybody know me. They know I love Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
I can't stand the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I love Mike Tomlin. But I'm sorry to say, that defense over there with the Texans
is the real deal.
They finna to rush this 42-year-old man
and hurt him.
And if they don't have any kind of run game,
set, match.
It's gonna be over.
Yep.
Pittsburgh defense has some holes, but they look better with TJ Watt. TJ Watt, this will be a second game back since the lung issue. But Pittsburgh has a puncher's chance. They get Metcalf back. They got since Thielen came over, It added another receiver for Rodgers, who he trusts. It's gonna be interesting. The Steelers has to be able to run the ball, and they ain't been able to run the ball this year. They have to find their run game somewhere. The Texans, the defense is supposed to be all world. This is all on C.J. Stroud. However C.J. Stroud play is going to determine whether the Texans win. It's not going to be because of the defense. It's going to be because C.J. Stroud. So however he play is going to determine just how far whether the Texans beat the Steelers or not.
I'm going to say that CJ, all he has to do is not turn the ball over. If he doesn't have any turnovers and they get up on Pittsburgh where they can unleash that defense on Aaron Rodgers and that offensive line, because they got a beast over there named 51 Anderson, and Mr. Anderson is gonna come calling.
It's gonna be.
He gonna want all his money.
It's gonna be interesting.
Your offensive tackle, he better be able to at least
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. He coming, bro. He's coming, and he got nothing but bad intentions when he get there.
That whole defense got nothing but bad intentions.
Yeah, they'll lay a hat on you. They'll lay some wood on you.
That's what I say. The key, I'm not worried about the defense. It's what C.J. Stroud gonna do. All
he got to do is not turn the ball over. If he don't turn the ball over, they have a very good chance of winning this ball game.
But I do. A lot of people's not giving Pittsburgh a puncher's chance. They not even giving Pittsburgh a chance. I think Pittsburgh do have a puncher's chance in this game.
They got to play a perfect ball game.
And the crazy thing, they got to go to Pittsburgh.
Yes.
They don't play in that dome.
I don't think H-Town is too worried about that because defense travels.
But so does that cold. So if it's cold,
I don't know
down there in Pittsburgh.
But Mr. Anderson is coming. Mr. Anderson.
Let me see what the weather gonna be like in Pittsburgh.
Well, it is above I-70, so it could be cold.
Okay. On Sunday. Where my glasses go? Where my glasses go? You got to put the specs on, though. Can't see too good. All right. On Sunday. Oh, it's not gonna be bad. Oh, 33. On Monday it's gonna be 30. Oh no, they play Monday. So Monday is going to be 24 degrees low, 34 is the high.
Okay. It's gonna be cold.
But the difference is
no snow.
But the difference is A-Rod is used to playing in the cold and throwing in the cold for being at Green Bay.
True.
C.J. Stroud's in that dome in that warm Houston. That can be a difference. That can be a difference maker.
Well, hopefully he didn't been around long enough. He know how to prepare for cold weather games. He's a professional now. I want to hear I know he plays in Houston, but Houston also has they play in Nap, and Nap plays in the dome. Then Tennessee, you don't know what kind of weather you're gonna get, and then they play Jacksonville. But they had to play.
So they play They play 8 games in the perfect temperatures.
Yes. But who else did they play? Who did the AFC? Did the AFC have to play West? Who did they have to play?
So think about that though. So it's interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
I'm still going with the Texans though. Steelers were purple. We're yellow. So I can't ride with them.
But they don't say they were yellow. They say gold. They say their color is gold.
Yellow. Yellow.
They say their color is gold, man.
Wiz Khalifa said it was black and yellow, black and yellow.
Hey, but Snoop Dogg said it's black and gold.
Well, yeah.
All right, y'all. We want to thank y'all for listening to the $2 Sports Talk Show. Hit that music. Tell them. And we're gonna be right back next week. Scripture of the week Let me get it.
It's gonna be alright. I'm with you day and night. Your victories in
All right, scripture of the week is, if it is possible, as much as depends on you, live peaceably with all men. That's Romans 12:18. Try to live in peace, not hate, not fighting, but of all possible, live in peace. You listen to the $2 Sports Talk Show here on KBOB 89.9 FM. Hey, same time, same place next week. We're going to talk college football, NFL. We're going to hit on some NBA next week. You bark at us.
We bark back.
I've been with the sun so long, I'm starting to get a tan line. Satan thought he won.